G Money.
Yo.
What's up, man?
What's up?
We back again.
Again and again. Another one.
Hard work, dedication. Floyd Mayweather. How you feeling, man?
Good. Tired.
Yeah.
I was over there posted up. I had a little 15-minute nap. You know what I'm saying?
15 minute of fame. 15 minute of fame. How you feeling though? How was your week so far? Your weekend and everything?
Busy, man. Busy. I'm still on my little run. Like as a DJ over the summertime is like our busiest time. You know what I'm saying? I feel like this year was even more busier than usual this year. So, and it's like kind of still going over now. Even in September, October, hitting, it's still been kind of busy. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Najee. I just did his birthday party this weekend. Turned 30. L Cool J's son. So he was at the crib.
Yeah, I saw that.
At the crib Saturday, rocking out.
Yeah, that was dope.
For like 8 hours. Crazy.
Let me ask you a question real quick. As a DJ, there's a song that you play. Where did that song Wobble Wobble? When did that come out? Because that, I just got, a couple of years ago I got put on that. What year that came out, bro? Did that come out around Step in the Name of Love, around the same time or after?
I think after.
But how everybody know the dance, bro? Is there a video?
It's like how the kids do it now with these songs. Got to dance to it and they put a video out like that. But I think the song actually is older than what I know it from. But I think it came from Chicago. A lot of those line dances come from Chicago. You know what I'm saying? So I think out there it was popping before I had it. And then we caught on to it later on. But, that's like one of the line dances now. It's like you play electric slide, you play cha-cha slide, Cupid shuffle, play the wobble. You know what I'm saying? Mostly for the black parties. So, they know.
But I'm just trying to figure out when it came out. I got to see if there's a video, man, because I never, like that shit be catching me off guard, man.
You can do the dance? You know how to do
hell no, I don't want to do that shit. Yeah, they hot big girls. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
You know what's crazy? That's the same dude who sing that song, The Dance Floor Silly. The lady is gonna get silly. That song?
Yeah.
That's the same dude, VIC.
Really?
Yeah.
Get silly.
That's his song. That's Wobble.
We learn a lot every day. But I'm excited for our next guest.
Yes.
My weekend was okay. You don't ask me my weekend.
I don't really care too much.
Yeah.
How was your weekend? It was good?
I will inform. No, you say you don't care. I will inform you. It was good.
You don't answer too many questions when people ask you.
Yeah, I don't like to. But I like them asking the question so I can ignore them. It gives me like.
I know that. That's why I don't ask.
Oh.
I know you for a long time, man.
Yeah, you do. But you ready?
Yeah.
I'm excited about this interview, man. I read the articles. We gotta get down to bottom of a lot of things. G Money.
Yo.
Episode motherfucking 111. Nigga, we made it. We got a special guest.
Wanna live.
Special guest. My man, Brooklyn, right?
Yeah, all day.
Oh, here you go. I see the confidence. Slow down. You was in daddy mode just now. Don't get cocky on the couch. You was sweating, daddy mode, happy, smiling. Ear to ear. My man, Bad Vibez in the building. Round of applause for him again.
Yeah.
How you doing, man?
What's going on? Welcome to the platform, man.
Yeah, finally.
Welcome to Flip the Script, finally. What made you decide that you wanted to do an interview?
Well, I've been following a lot of our comrades and homies that have been here.
Pull the mic up a little closer to you for me. Just turn
I've been following. They know I've been watching.
Just turn it. Yeah, you don't have to lift it up. Just turn it to you.
Right. They know I've been watching and listening and all that, and contacting them.
Yeah.
And we've been building. It's just a moment.
My
To
man,
really put out there what we really about, opposed to what we not about. We older, we got the younger, the trendsetters, then the followers, and we just trying to clean it up and do what we supposed to do.
So who's some of your comrades you speaking about?
They know who they are.
They know who they are. You would rather leave it like that. You don't want
to. We all connected. We all connected.
Got you.
We ain't seen each other in a while since we was in the mountains and all that, but we out here now.
Got you.
Building, growing.
So the name Bad Vibez. Talk about that. Where did that come from?
Well, that was a name that was given to me like in 1990. Originally, I got a history with street gangs and being influential in street gangs and cliques and stuff like that. But my basis, I was younger, running around with the Decepticons, and this is how I got my name from there.
Okay,
because I'm a loud presence, but I'm not a loud person. So that's where the name came from. In essence, like I'd be around people, I'd be in the room with somebody, and like they get this feeling like, because if I'm with you regardless of what we got to do, when we got to do it, how we got to do it.
So when you come around, people get bad vibes.
Yeah, they get that. Yeah, they get. Plus, there's the history prior to that, like
right.
growing up and not, being no sucker or nothing like that. So.
Okay.
We're gonna get into that. We're
gonna jump to the nitty gritty in a minute, but let's go back because we like to up here at our podcast. We like to get to know our guests and get to know what's going on before the bad vibes and before the articles and all that type of stuff. So take us back to born and raised in Brooklyn.
Yeah, Crown Heights, Franklin Avenue.
Okay.
Born and raised.
So how was it for you as a kid? Like, what were you into as a kid? What kind of stuff? What kind of kid were you growing up?
I was mischievous. Very mischievous. And I always like to be out and about.
Okay.
And stuff like that. A little hard-headed. So if I look back now, I was a little hard-headed.
But the household, you had both parents in the household?
Yeah, I had both parents there.
Okay.
But, I started suffering a lot of losses when I was younger.
Right.
Yeah.
First of all, what's your ethnic background? Where your parents from?
My parents is from the South.
The South, okay.
Yeah. But they was born and raised, like, with the exception of my grandmother, who she just passed away last year, when she came to the city, it's like everybody, like 3 generations was born right here in Brooklyn, Bed-Stuy, Crown Heights. We've been there. So.
And you said you suffered a lot of losses as a kid. What are you talking about? Like, what do you mean?
I mean, my parents are gone. My grandmother is gone right before I came home from prison. Uncles are gone. Aunt gone. I mean, I got my aunt still. Like, it's just very few of us. It's really me. I got a twin sister. So it's just like me and then the generations of their kids, my brother kids, which he's deceased too. So it's like they kids, and things like that. It's the generation I came out here for. But I got them though. It's a little, headache sometimes because they're younger, and it take a little bit more to listen to them. But I got them though.
But your parents were around when you were younger.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, mom's passed away when I was 14, so my pops passed when I was 17. So from then on, it's like that's when Lord. Yeah.
So before they passed, you were kind of you said mischievous, but you were kind of like a.
Yeah, I was very obedient though. Like me and my mother, that was my girl. Like,
right.
Like my mother, when she gone, I just
kind of lost it.
Yeah.
So you was because I read articles like you was in the streets, like, so your mother passes away. Who you living with then? You living with your dad?
No, my dad was in prison at the time. See, it's kind of sketchy. Like my pops went to prison in '84. I was 10 years old. So like 4 years after that, he was doing 7 years. 4 years after that is when my mom's passed away. In '88, 3 years after that, he wound up passing away in prison. So it's like,
what did he go to prison for? He
was doing burglaries and stuff like that. Doing his little hustle, whatever he's doing. And he got knocked when I was 10. And he went upstate, he never made it out. So
how did he pass away in prison?
He was sick. He was real sick. And how I found out was crazy, but that's another story.
You can't. Don't make it another story. Tell us
I'll tell you a story. I was in.
What's up with you,
I was in the box. Nah, I'm good. I was in the box doing my little box time. So if you want to get correspondence with family, like you got to go through the council to get permission and all that. So I did that. I went through the process. But when the counselor came to my cell, he's like, "Yeah, I don't know if you know," and I'm like, "Well, know what?" It's like the person, your father, he's listed in the Department of Corrections being deceased. So I'm like, what? It threw me. I ain't gonna fry. I was in the front of my cell. It threw me right to the back. I'm like, let's get away from my cell. And I flipped out, like, on some, get out of here. Like, but I wound up writing home, getting a visit, and found out that it was true. Because nobody just gonna tell me nothing, I'm gonna believe it. But I did find out eventually it was true. But that's the whole nother.
Stop saying a whole nother story. Cause anytime you say it's a whole nother, we're gonna ask you to get into it.
Right.
Don't say it's a whole nother. Every time you say a whole nother, if it's long story, don't make it short. Tell it the best way you can. Right. Say it's a whole nother. So you found out your father passed away, but before that, you were in the street in Brooklyn.
Mm-hmm.
And do you remember the first homies you started to, as a kid? Do you remember the first trouble you started getting into?
Yeah. I was mainly the person that went in the neighborhood when they get into neighborhood beefs, and people from Flatbush or other side of town, and all that, they come get me.
But how they know to come get you though? Like, what made them come get you?
I mean, I had a reputation in my neighborhood. Mind you, that's my neighborhood there. Like, I was born and raised there. I don't foot everybody and every access on the Ave, around Franklin Avenue, Notion Avenue. I've been around as a kid. And
Now,
you got to think about my bases there. My great-grandparents there, my grandparents there. I know everybody. Right
Wow.
So the fighting and stuff started to happen before your mom passed, or what?
Yeah, it was in grade school. You're younger, and you get your little neighborhood squabbles and all that, and it was stuff like that.
Okay.
But I just wouldn't stop. Like, I wanted to fight everybody, especially when I got bigger and stronger and all that.
Right.
You know how that go.
So
yeah, my fault, G.
Nah, I get it. So your friends in the neighborhood knew you from that already.
Mm-hmm.
So now is at a point now where you just kind of like to get into the situations. Like
Yeah,
they'll come get you because you like
I was attracted to violence. Yeah, high velocity. Yeah.
What was your first crime that you did? Like, when did you do time? Because, like you said earlier about the Daily News articles, you said some of it is not true, but what was the first thing that you got caught for doing?
As a kid?
As a kid. And before you answer that, when did you join the Decepticons? You were part of them, or you?
Yeah, I was a part of them. They gotta initiate you in and all that. And before that, like, I knew a lot of them. Before they formed that clique back in the days, I knew a lot of them. So it came to me as like, yo, it's always like, yo, you want to be? I'm like, yo, nah. And I was always out doing stuff with them. So eventually, I'm like, one day, I'm saying, you know what? They got a processor they call as a test. They have a bunch of dudes surround you. You be right in the middle, and you got to fight your way out of that, or either gonna hit the floor, fight your way out, and all that.
What year you joined the Deceps?
That was 1990.
1990, you joined
1990.
Decepticons. And what year did Decepticons was formed?
86.
80.
Yeah.
He checked his head. No. Supreme shook his head. No. What year, Supreme? Don't hide. You shook your head. No, you can't do that. We don't do that. Just say the year. What year?
85. I'm off for you.
Oh, for year.
I
I thought you thought like it'd be 3 or 4 years.
Did you know any of the original members that started it?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, you knew some of the original members that started Deceps.
Yeah.
I heard of a name. Is Rumbles? Is that a right name? I don't know if I'm saying it's a
Rumble.
I think somebody said that, or that might.
You got 2 Rumbles though. You got a big one, and you got a small one.
Okay.
Well, you got the big one.
They said one is an original one. I don't know. They're probably both original. I don't know. That's what I'm asking.
One is older and one is. Nah, I wouldn't say it's really an age thing. You know what I'm saying? But it's one. The rum is from Fort Greene.
Okay.
That's Killer people. That's his Killer brother and all that. Then you got the other Rumble down there in Prospect. I met them back in the days and all.
So don't do that. The Deceps. So the Deceps, you joined the Decepticons, and what was sort of the movement then? What was the point of Decepticons? Do you know?
It was just more about a bunch of young people grouping together, hanging out, protecting each other, and just bonding as youth and adolescents and stuff, like teenagers and stuff like that.
And you joined the Deceps. What happened when they initiated you? Tell us when you was in the middle of the.
Well, I set a precedent that was I don't think to this day was ever established.
Oh, okay, stop it.
I'm telling you that because when you in the, I don't gotta sit up here and tell no stories.
I know,
but I'm telling you is that when you go through these initiations, what they call tests and all that, the stories is well known. I ain't sitting up here telling you nothing that's not true. You supposed to be in the middle when they initiate you. Supposed to be no weapons involved. With me, it was that type of situation. When I started receiving a bunch of punches from the back of my head and all, I pulled out a razor and cut up about 4 of them in a circle. And they started spreading and scattering, and that was like the end of that right there.
So what happens when you do that, though? Because you said it's supposed to be no weapons, right?
Yeah, but I'm not going to, me as a person, not as a Decepticon, I'm not going to sit there and sustain no kind of abuse by no man, woman, or beast. It's not going to happen. And they ain't knew this. Because before I got with them, this is the precedent that I set. I was running around doing that, thugging and bugging, cutting, slashing, beating and jumping, and I was doing that.
So because of your rep, you get a pass, I guess, for that initiation process, how you did it. They didn't like penalize you or anything, like.
No.
Too good.
I like this guy, man.
I'm not saying that arrogantly, but no. Actually, it put like a, a respectful obedience into everybody that was a part of that. And it also got them knocking on my door a little bit more, because they know when I'm going to go, it's not going to be no smack, pat, it ain't going to be that.
So the people who got initiated after you, did they feel like they try to do what you did, or they just?
No.
He said nobody never did that, so they didn't try to emulate you.
No.
Interesting.
Because, it started changing after a while. So it wasn't about the basis or the process or the procedure to become a part. Now you could just pull anybody and bunch of dudes. I'm not with all that. Numbers don't impress me like that.
So let's go to it. So you did that. People know to come to you because you putting in that pain. When it comes to putting in that pain, and
I was a young fool. Like the shit.
Yeah, but that's what we want to know. Like, and because we could tell that. I could just sense by you coming in the room and your energy that you cool, man. Like, what I mean, you know that shit pass. Yeah, no, his energy is cool. Palm me. Using your line, but your energy is cool and humble. But those be the guys that you got to watch out for. Yeah, those be the guys you got to watch out for.
Historically and currently and probably futuristically, you got to watch people that loud and obnoxious people. They ain't no threats to nobody but themselves. Because all you gonna do is reveal what you think, how you think, and now I don't have to sit here and try to understand how you think. I know how you talk too much.
Respect. Respect.
That's my motto. I don't do too much of that. Like personally, I don't.
Yeah, so now you in the streets, you put in the work. What was, like I said, as a child or teenager, what was like your first crime that you did that could, where you got locked up for? Because it said in the newspaper that you got locked up for a gun or weapons charge. Yeah, so tell us.
I got caught for a gun. I think, matter of fact, I was going to Fort Greene Projects and being out from Crown Heights, I wound up taking the train. And got off the train. I think somebody offended me, which I look back at it now. It wasn't an offense where I got to flash a gun on a person, but they offended me, and it was like right there by the turnstile. J Street Borough Hall. I never forget. It's around Christmas time too, because I remember when the police was bringing me out to the train station, put me in the paddy wagon. I heard people screaming like, you stupid motherfucker! It's Christmas time. You're gonna miss Christmas, and I felt that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, wow. But getting back to the story, I wound up flashing a gun on a person. They wound up running down the police station and bagging me. Mind you, that's downtown Brooklyn. So if something like that happens, they automatically is like right there. So,
what did the person say to you?
I think it was a look or it was a nasty, distasteful look, and I returned it, they returned it. And I just let them know, listen, it's not, some silly young shit. Like, who does that? Like, who gonna sit there and flat? Like,
So you go, you do the time. How much you get sentenced for that?
I did 6 months on the island for that.
6 months on the island.
Yeah, that was my first time. I got arrested. They gave me like a youthful offender thing and told me to do 6 months and 5 years probation.
And how was it on the island for you as a teenager?
It was crazy. That was my first time going through that. And I heard about it because older people from the neighborhood, they went through it. But to go through it and hear about it is two different things. And we talking about 90. The 90s on Rikers Island was absolutely bananas. If you ain't survived, you wasn't surviving, period. I don't care who you was, how much you got, where you was from.
Did you go through a lot of trouble in the beginning on the island?
Somewhat, because I know a lot of my peers from the neighborhood, from Bed-Stuy and all that. So it's like when they send me to C-74, it's like, even though it's the gates there, it's still like the streets as far as how dudes do what they do and deal with people that they deal with. But it was like a whole different experience. But I didn't stay too long. It was only 6 months. But it wasn't a lesson I learned. Well, when I finished my bid just now, it was a lesson I learned. Them little smacks on the wrist, 6 months, a year, 2 years, you don't feel that. You know, you don't feel that. You get lost in doing whatever. Before you know, you back out the door. So,
How much times have you been sentenced before you did the real time?
I was sentenced twice.
So the first one was for the gun, and then what was the second one?
Second one's for cutting somebody up at Prospect Park train station.
What happened? Can you tell us the story? What happened that day?
Yeah, we was I think we was going up to Lincoln High School. It's a bunch of us. It was like at least about 18 of us. And that's what we do. We Decepticons. We go make sure, pick each other up from schools or wherever they at. We go pick them up. I think we went up to Lincoln. And on the way back, we was up there chilling on the way back. No, it was Grady. On the way back, we ran into some lowlives. Or they was perpetrating lowlives. Gonna find out they wasn't no real lowlives because it wasn't like that with us and them. But we ran into one of them. This shit got crazy, and I just went over there and just started chopping the dude on the train. Got off the next stop, Botanical Gardens. Went to the crib. Like 2 months later, individuals that was with me wound up telling the police, the detectives, that I the one that did. So they came to my crib and got me, and I went upstate for 2 years.
So wait, so the person that got cut told?
Yeah, he told, and then he told on individuals that was with me, and then the individuals told on me.
These people were part of.
And see, it's crazy is because where I used to live at on Franklin Avenue and Pacific Street, everybody knew that's where my crib was at. Now, they didn't know the address. It was crazy because I read in my DD5s later on how they caught me. Is that when they was taking these dudes, like Atlantic Avenue, you got to go to Bookings. You got to go shoot past Atlantic. You got to pass my house. I don't care how you driving or if you blind, you're going to see my crib. And it said in the DD5s that while they was taking the guy to the Central Bookings, he said the guy that did it lives right there. Cause my building is right there. You can see it. It's right there. It lives right there. So it wasn't nothing for them to just look it up and just come get me after that.
These not guys that was a part of the D-Steps with you, though.
Yeah.
Did you stop being part of D-Steps after you was told on?
When I turned blood, when I went in prison, I can't serve two masters or two gods.
Respect.
And that was something that was like when I was younger. And like, okay, I'm grown. I'm not with that. So and it's a bigger cause.
So you cut the guy, they tell on you.
Mm-hmm. No, the guy told on them. They got caught.
Yeah, and they
told on me. Right. Yeah.
Got you. Okay. Right. You found out who told on you. You know who told on you.
Of course I know.
Okay, you found out. You get 2 years. You don't join any gang at the time, yeah.
Still Decepticon.
Okay.
Buzz wasn't there. We talking about 90 to like 92 was when I went upstate and when I came home.
And how was it upstate? Like what were your trial and tribulations while being upstate?
Well, that was my first time also upstate. So then I had a little bit of time. I was turning up, little something, but I said I'm about to be out of here. So I wound up coming home after that. I didn't really do too much upstairs. I just did my time. I think I did like 10 months in the box out of the whole bid.
Why did you go in the box?
Probably cutting somebody or some silly shit like that. More than likely it was someone cutting somebody.
Cut everybody, bro. What's up with you, man?
So that was my sick part of me growing up and developing. I had to come up out of that. I hurt a lot of people, and I don't say that to be proud.
Right, of course.
I hurt, scarred, and maimed a lot of people. And I don't look at that as being proud, but that was my thing. It's like violence. The violence was like my thing.
Right.
But before you actually continue, hold that. Can you break down why though? Before we gonna get to the bed, but can you break down why? What was in your mind? What motivated you to hurt people, to cut people? What gave you that thrill? Was it a thrill? Was it thrill seeking? Was it seeing people in pain? Was it like what made you hurt people? Honestly,
it was a thrill. It was a thrill. Also, it was an ego thing too. With me, it was like an ego thing. Like, don't disrespect, don't violate. Let's keep it respectful, keep it cordial. But you start getting stupid and being extra on some ghetto shit, then we'll show you how it's done. And you can't win. You're not gonna win. It's gonna hurt. Because a real person that's strategic in what they do will never tell a person when they're gonna do it. And that's how a lot of people lose me. I won't say nothing. and before you know it, you be on your shoulder or whatever. Like, so it's like that. I won't say nothing.
Yo, so why the cutting? You know, like did someone else
that came from jail? Like with me, that came from jail. You know, in the island back then, it was just cut, and I bought that out of prison and started giving it to people on the street. I used to just do crazy shit like that. You know, like I see a person I don't like, or I might have had issue before, and act like we cool. Yo, what's up, yo? Throw my arm around and pop them. You know, stupid crazy shit like that. You know, send them to the hospital. You know, it's crazy shit like that.
Have you seen anybody that you cut, like as an adult?
Yeah.
And what do they say?
They don't say anything. Like, what is it to say? There's nothing to say. Either you gonna do something, but it ain't like that. It might sound crazy, but maybe I did it right, whereas it won't be nothing done at that.
Hold up. So you trying to say that you cut people and instill fear because the way you cut them instill the fear that they don't mess with you.
Yeah.
Because
not only that, but in my, I'm always gonna relate it to my sick phase. In my sick phase, when I bring it, I'm bringing it. It's not gonna be soft. It's not gonna be nothing. It's either all or nothing. Either I'm gonna do it or I'm not. I'm not gonna keep my foot on the gas, and I'm not gonna do that. Break and I'm not gonna do it.
Wow. And real quick to ask you a question, when did you start? Do you have any regrets about doing it?
A whole lot.
And when did you start to have these
It's
regrets?
crazy because I talk about to my media circle. I talk about that to like my wife and close families. I'm like, yo, like, cause life ain't easy out here, and it's always something or somebody that's gonna provoke that side of you. And I've been doing good, Flip. Like I've been doing good out here as far as holding my head and not reacting in a spare moment. Like I be looking at situations. Sometimes I gotta fan myself down. I'm like, you know what? It ain't worth it. And I think for me and the person, I'm like, you know what? You don't even know how right now. You don't know if I'm wait 2 hours. You don't know if I'm gonna come out here at 3:20 in the morning and come creep on you. You don't know me, man. You know what I'm saying? You don't. But you want to provoke a situation that you're gonna lose.
Can I be honest with you? And with respect, because I like you. I can see a lot of. And this might sound crazy because I watch a lot of people. We interviewed a lot of people.
I know that. I know.
But I see a lot of pain in your eyes. I don't know if you understand what I mean. And when I mean pain, it's like...
What you see is what it is, Flip.
Yeah, but I mean pain is not like pain with... It's like pain where you've been through a lot. I can see it in your eyes. The seriousness, your mannerisms, your aura. I mean, only when you holding the baby, your whole mood change. You know what I'm saying? And then it goes back. So that's a beautiful thing. I mean, they say life, brings happiness.
Come back in full circle.
Yeah. So that's a blessing. That's why, But I can see the seriousness. I can see pain in your eyes, man. You must have been through a lot.
I've been through it. I mean, I ain't here to solve story. I don't want the city or whoever's, flinging those sympathy cards. I don't do none of that. I burn them. I don't do nothing with none of that. But I've been through a lot. Like the story. This is the platform. It's here.
We want to know all of it. We want to know all of it. The thing is, the first one thing we want to know, I was talking to G Money earlier, was about, it says what did it say in the newspaper, the Daily News, G, as far as what he did?
That's part of the business part? That's what I meant to say. Not there yet.
Not there yet, but we're talking about the part with the lady.
The lady, the robbery?
Yeah.
Take us to that day, if you remember that day with the...
They said you robbed the lady. The newspaper said that you robbed the lady.
And you shot a robbed lady and took a purse and shot the lady and all that. First of all, I was not in prison for shooting a lady, number one. My victim was a male. My victim was a Jamaican male, West Indian male on Lincoln and Ocean is what my case said. It was not no lady. All that stuff about them saying is slander. Because they got me described as a pint-sized inmate. I ain't never been pint size. I'm 6'3" right now, about 240. I've never been no pint size anything. I always been like growing up younger. I was tall and slim. Well, I've always been tall. There's no short people in my family. The shortest people in my family, my grandmother probably like 5'10", So it's like when they put that, I'm like, ugh, like. But the media, you know how these mainstream media, they'll tell you anything or say whatever they want to say. But I don't know.
Bring us back to that day, like G asked you. What happened that day?
Well, I went to stick somebody up. I went to stick somebody up on Lincoln and Ocean that night. And it's crazy because I was with my wife, like, not even an hour before I just went upstairs, got my gun, and just got on some bullshit.
Why? What happened?
I don't know. I was just wild.
She's saying no. It had something to do with her. Keep it
Nah,
real.
that's our own little inside joke and all that. Because I was trying to bag my wife that night, and she wasn't trying to hear me.
Oh,
She curved me and
hold on. So you said wife. I'm thinking that you already was together with her.
No. Me and my wife got a history. Me and my wife go back over 20 years, man. Over 25 years. It's my wife.
That's why she was waving her hand. Hold on. Can we get the story? All right. Can we get the story? Just tell us what happened, please. She said it's okay. She gave a cosign.
All right, the night we was chilling in the neighborhood. She a little further up, a couple blocks up. So she's down on my side. We chilling, talking and all that. I'm trying to take upstairs and bust her ass and all that. It wasn't happening. She's like, I kind of knew she wasn't that type of girl, but I said maybe she'd crack. Maybe if she didn't. So I had to put something else on my agenda for that night. Did some dumb shit and got locked up.
Really?
Yeah. Facts.
So, were you mad at her? Was that your first time meeting her, or you?
No. I used to go up in her crib. Me, her family, sisters, all of us be cool. I had keys to the crib and all. I used to come up there late nights, go up there, chill with them and all that. Me and her family, that's my family, man. Like,
but you just couldn't. That night, with all due respect, you couldn't get what you wanted.
She wasn't trying to hear that.
So then, you know, because that's a lot of testosterone inside.
Yeah.
Now it's so you went to go book somebody.
Mm-hmm.
And did you know the man you booked?
No, I knew what they had in that African sculpture shop. I knew they was selling crazy bud and busting mad moves in there, and I was coming to get them.
So tell us what made you.
Well, he resisted. When I threw the drop on him with the gun, he spent and tried to spin off. And with me, at that time, the way I was, you resist the book, you got to get it.
Wow.
So I gave it to him.
So you're saying that if he would not have resisted,
No, I wouldn't have shot him.
you wouldn't have shot him.
No.
But
That's a fool to do something. Like, my gun is real, I'm real, the situation gonna be real. Either you gonna respect this or you gonna be disrespected by this. The game is not a chance. I don't care who you are, how courageous you are, if it's who get who first. So when I got the drop on you, what you gonna do? You gonna spin off it. I don't know if you spinning off to reach for your gun.
Yeah.
I don't know. So
did he get shot 4 times, like they said?
well, he got shot 3. A lot of that is not true. They even when I was going up for my parole appearances, they got that all in the preliminary reports. He was shot this many times and all that. I'm like, yo, that's not true. But it's not like I could sit in front of the commissioner and say, what's the difference between shooting a person 4 times versus 3 times? You shot him. You shouldn't have shot him at all, but you shot him multiple times.
Yeah.
So
did you get away with the items? Were you able to get?
Nah, because when I accosted him, when I came up on him, they knew what it was. So he when I went to throw the hammer on him, he spent off and I just gave it to him. What's crazy is that how I got caught, it was bad timing. Because I'm around the corner on Lincoln and Ocean. The police, I learned later on, is right there parked at the light. So when they heard the shots, all they did was just spin around the corner and see me leaving on a bike.
So he didn't tell on you?
Not right then and there.
But he ended up telling
He
you?
ended up telling me. Because they chased me down. When I tried to throw the gun, they chased me down, caught me, they brought me back to the scene of the crime for the identification.
Wow.
Because he was already getting taped up. He had the EMS had the thing on his neck, taping him, cutting his clothes off him, but he ID'd me right there.
Really? Did you cop out or you went to trial?
I went to trial because they had this whole description mess up. I had a cream low shirt on, some black pants, some construct Timbs on. I think this back there I had a cream or something, Guess headband or something on. They ain't had none of that, right? And I had them little stupid braids in the article. That's the same night I got arrested, that same outfit. I had them little stupid ODB braids in my hair back then and all that.
Coolio.
Yeah, the Coolio joint. Yeah.
Coolio.
The little Coolio joint. I had that.
Wow.
And they said I ain't have no hair, no facial hair. The whole ID was off. I still on the blowing. So I lost my trial.
Did he come to court? Was
He
he?
came to court.
Really?
Yeah.
He was in court.
Came to court. Huh? I don't even think he was over here legally enough. It was just so many red areas. I'm telling you.
Oh, you said that. Come on.
Because they kept having to disclose certain stuff. They didn't want to disclose certain stuff. Then he had a record, and then they trying to hide a balance with me. I'm like, it was crazy.
How long was did the trial go for?
My trial was like 4 days. Got my verdict in like an hour. They didn't believe me. So
How long you got?
12 and a half to 25.
Okay. Now, convicted, you go on the island. What make you join? Okay, so you convicted, you go on the island now. You go on the island when you convicted, or they don't say you straight up north.
No, they'll see straight up north. I was already on the island.
So you're on the island. So now, you convicted. Where does the turn up happen?
Well, a lot of them guys I knew before. Like I told you, we was younger before OG Mac and all this blood stuff came over here. The Nation came over here. It's like I knew all of these guys. I knew Magoo. Me and Magoo was coming through. Ty Guns, Tank Cat, Being. I could name the list. I could keep going. So we was all there, thugging and bugging. So.
So you're on the island, thugging and bugging. When do you remember any particular incident? Why you joined Blood then?
Well, they tried to get me for a while. It's crazy. It was like, yo, come over to the shine, come over, because I'm putting it on. And I know a lot of them. And I'm not Blood, but they had a association with people that wasn't Blood, but they was associated with being like 50-50 Love, Bulletproof. They was like comrades, but they not officially Blood. This is what I was at first. You know, we got to put in pain. I'm with you because you my man and all that. But at the same time, I'm still on my DCEP thing for a while. I'm like, yo, I'm not with that. I'm already a part of something. And then there came a time where I just divorced myself from DCEPs, and then I turned Blood.
What's the process for that? Like, you know, for you to, you say divorce your DCEPs.
I mean, I just disaffiliate myself with them. Like I don't represent them no more.
So is that simple to just to leave out like that?
Yeah. Well, what's the repercussions? Like, it is no repercussions. Okay. I'm not this anymore. Like, this is something that's I outgrown. This is something I was doing when I was 16. I can't do that same thing at 30 or 25. It's a different cause.
Right.
You know, this is something different than what this is.
So who brought you home though? Like they said, who brought you?
Wise Red put me home.
Wise Red. Okay, and these are like some of the first homies. So they said that they said in the article that you were, I guess, a Bing monster, I guess we could say.
I'm gonna say no Bing monsters. Monsters live out of the Bing. I don't know about no Bing. That's the other way around. Monsters do shit to go in the Bing, and they don't stay. That's the other way around. But that's something else. Well, I wasn't no Bing monster. I was doing stuff to go to the Bing. Yeah.
Oh, you was doing stuff to go to the Bing.
You can't get away with everything in a closed and confined environment. But they gonna see something or something. Eventually, they gonna learn what happened, and you have to be penalized.
Did you have issues with the Latin Kings or Hispanics as well? How was it with that?
Before I was Blood, it was like it was disgusting how they did it. They had the numbers. There was already a large group of people. They was already connected. They was already running shit and running over everything. It was disgusting. The way they was doing it was racial. It was everything, and how they got the upper hand over us as blacks, and the oppression and all that silly shit they was doing is the language. We don't speak Spanish. Most of us, if we not Spanish, we don't know what the hell you talking about. You start talking that tu me entiende and da.
Right.
I know what you're talking about. At the same time, you might be wanting to send 4 or 5 dudes to get me because what? I'm not Latin King. It was disgusting.
Yeah.
So do you believe that the Latin Kings and
Not all of them. I can't say all of them are racist, but it's a thread of that
okay.
inside of that.
They said that they got treated bad as well, though.
Yeah, and they lost that war. Yeah, they got treated very bad.
No, I mean initially before the war they got treated bad
No, I don't know about
by
that.
the Muslims. Some of the Muslims.
I don't know about that.
The renegades.
That's a topic for debate. I don't know about that. I know there was not a time when I'm talking about 93 to when we started just phasing them out, and fading them out. 93 to 97, 98, they was crazy. And we was always the minority. It'd be 6 of us against 30 of them. And we'd get busy. We'll let them know, listen, 6, and we felt like 600 though. How we bought it to them.
They said Magoo was Latin King before. Wipe your face. They said Magoo was Latin King.
Magoo would tell you that himself. He was Latin King.
Oh, he would.
He'll tell you that.
And he stopped being Latin King for whatever reason. Was there any Latin Kings at the time that you respected that put in work? That you say, yo, he put in work. A lot of them.
Yeah, a lot of them is not bitches and punks and just take it and run and hop over and try to. Yeah, a lot of them is all right. They definitely stand up.
Respect. So they call you the Bing's Angry Kings.
Well, that's all of us. That's me, Audi, Wildcat. That's Magoo. They speak about a bunch of us.
Yeah, I see. Wildcat. So they said that you were the first inmate to break out of the mittens.
Yeah.
What is the mittens?
Oh, the mittens it's like a canvas like cup where the cuffs goes around you. It goes through the loops of the mittens, and your hand is like an elongated cuff. Only thing you can move around is like your hand is in a cup, and they keep them together and they go around you with the waist chain and the shackles on your feet.
Why did they put you in the mittens? Why did they put you in that?
Cutting up people and stuff like that. Latin Kings, Nietas, Muslims and stuff like that.
Okay, Muslims too.
Yeah, we went to war with everybody. We ain't just took over the system like that just by cutting up some Latin Kings. No.
Do you remember so were you around for the first when Bloods first started or?
Yeah. I'm one of the ones that that paved the way for this. Yeah.
Word?
I'm quiet with it. My presence is loud though. Bad Vibez is I helped pave the way for that.
Who was some of the, because you really don't call names, so.
I could call the names. The names could call me too. But I'm just saying that I don't not into all that paparazzi type shit like that.
Respect.
But yeah, all of them, CK, Mac, you want to name them, names you heard, That SI, Goo, we could just go. That's my bluff. That's my family right there.
And you was part of 9 Trey as well?
Yeah, 9 Trey.
So the first joint. All right, so they put you in the mittens. Tell us how you broke out of the mittens.
Oh, first time I went outside. We was outside chilling. We refused. They tried to leave us outside for like 40 minutes. We sort of get an hour rec, according to systematic rules. They tried to play us. So we just stuck the yard. We know we gonna stay out here all fucking night. Y'all wanna act stupid, we gonna act stupid. So we just out there chilling. We brotherly. Like, it's not, I gotta worry about nobody snaking me or this is my brother. We all out there in the yard in a rec cage with barbed wire around it. And it's locked. We all locked in there. And we out there all night just chilling on each other. Let's chill like brothers. We all chained down and everything. Well, we make ourselves comfortable. We chilling out there on the floor. So I just start thinking, using my mind. I always had a mind regardless of what I'm doing. So I started scraping it on the floor. I said, this is gonna come off. So I scraped it off and made a little hole. So I just kept doing it. Then when the canvas part came off of the mittens, I see that it's a cup, but it's the little thread, like the little thread going around to keep the cup in. So I just started biting the little thing, took it off, whole shit fell apart. Boom, I just folded over the cuffs. And I was like, yo, when we go in, I'm gonna tear something up with these on.
So wait, hold up. So they put the mittens on you to go outside?
Yeah. Every time you come out of that cell, you're gonna have mittens on you. Yeah, every time. I don't care if you're just going to see a doctor with 2 minutes to take your temperature. You're gonna have them shits on. You're not coming out that cell without them on.
And that's legal? That was legal?
That's Department of Corrections policy.
That's for anybody who was cutting people.
If you threaten red ID and you just a problem, yeah, that's how you coming out.
How many people?
It get worse than that upstate though.
Huh?
It get worse than that upstate.
Are we going to? How many people did you cut before you got the mittens on the islands? Honestly,
I don't even know. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Did you cut any COs or anything? Nothing like that, right?
No, I don't think I cut a C. I think I smashed a CO in the face with a tray and it cut him on this eye. I don't think I ain't go at the police and just boom him like that. Nah. But I think he's talking stupid. And they had like a tray. He gave me the tray. He was talking stupid. And I just smacked the shit on with the tray. But it cut him.
So being they said that you're the first person. So you got out the mittens. Then what happened? Walk us through it. You got out. You bit it off. Then walk us through what happened next.
All right, we came inside. We
so
came,
they didn't know it was off.
Yeah, we know it was off.
No, not
they gotta take it off before. Like when you come back in from the yard, they gotta take all that shit off you so you go back inside the cell. Mm-hmm. So they're gonna see that it's destroyed.
What was their reaction once they saw it?
They ain't give a fuck about none of that shit because ain't nothing happened. They didn't care about none of that.
But they wrote it down because they have it in the paper.
Yeah, they wrote it down. Yeah, but they don't care about none of that. They didn't want. Their thing was a hands-off policy with us because they know if they fuck one of us, they got to get it with all of us. We all coming. But they ain't fucking away like that. Nah, they ain't care about that. This is Rikers Island we talking about. I don't care about none of that.
How many mittens that you got out of before?
That was the first time. I got out of the second time in the courthouse, in the court building.
Tell us.
Oh, Ben, I know how they first started that policy with putting the mittens on people. Mm-hmm. And it's like out of the top first 10 people, I was like probably 2 or 1 that they started putting shit on. Because they was talking about it before they did it. Y'all keep cutting. We got something for y'all. Nobody was worried about none of that. But Ben, I know how they put them on you when they search in the morning coming out. I put it on you. I kept a flat piece of a rug cutter between my fingers. So they tell you, listen, put your hands there, put it down the thing, now relax your fingers. So when I did put my hands in, they know I got a rug cut already in my hand. So I get there, I go to Brooklyn Supreme Court, we get down to Adams Street, I get there, they put me in the bullpen and leave me like that. And I just start cutting my way out of the mittens. Just cut my way out of them. And the same thing before, I just took them, folded them over the cuffs. So they'd be out of my way in my hands, fold them over the cuffs, and got busy.
Well, you got busy in the bullpen?
Yeah, well, I had to e-rick it in the pen, yeah. An enemy, blood enemy, had to e-rick it in the pen right there, yeah.
The Puerto Rican you talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, God. So you had to get at him.
Yeah. I didn't even get to go to court. As soon as I seen him, that's how it was. That's how we had that island like that. Like soon on site. When we see you, I don't care where it's at, who it is, or nothing. It was nasty.
What happened when you cut him in the bullpen in the courthouse?
They was fucked up about that. They ran in there, it's like, hold on, because that's like a pen. Like they figure everybody's in there in chains with those mittens, and then you got shackles on your ankles. You're not doing nothing to nobody. So when they get the cold and they respond to that pin and they start seeing shreds of the mittens, you gotta realize, come on, they was bugging out off that shit.
But the guy that you cut, he didn't tell, did he? But
Nah, he ain't tell.
They put it together.
Yeah. Plus, I didn't stop. Like when they was coming, like open the cage, open the pin, open pin number 3, open pin. No, I still was getting busy and all that shit. So.
You didn't stop?
No.
They caught you in action? Mm-hmm. How much cut you cut him, man?
About 3 times.
So then what
that's
happened?
all that butcher, all that Bad Vibez, the butcher, the bloody butcher, all that.
So that's where the name the butcher came from.
From that type of results. Yeah.
So was it after that situation that the name butcher came from?
No. That's not.
What was the situation that got you the name butcher?
Oh, we was in HDM on Rikers Island. Mm-hmm. we go to, we in the Bing, we go to the law library, they let each tee out for an hour at a time. They don't want a bunch of people in there because they figure they could contain a more smaller crowd versus a bigger one. So we was in the law library, we go to the law library for an hour, my tee come out. Now we come out, I'm on my bullshit, we come out, I see a Dominican dude with a wedding band, with a diamond in it, he had it on. Nigga, you nobody. You ain't nobody. Your name is nobody. You nobody. Fuck are you doing even on an island or this building? HTM was crazy at that time. People was going in there and leaving, going back to their residence in body bags and stuff like that. And I seen the ring. Then he started doing a little corny, nervous shit. Like I peeped it. I said, he got a little ice in the ring and all. I'm booked. I'm gonna take that. So he in the law library, now I see the ring where he tried to turn it around, makes like it's a regular bed. And I said, I got you. Now you done showed me you scared. So when we leaving the law library, we coming back down the tiers. I run down on him. I told him, listen, yo, take that off, man. And he didn't want to listen. He act like he don't speak English. I know. So I said, he speak English. I just seen the law library talking to your man in English. You don't play stupid. Take that shit off, man. And he ain't take it off. I know. So I just clapped him. I just smoked him. Boom. So he jerked back a little bit, tried to run. And I grabbed him, pulled him back, clapped him again on both sides of the shit. So that was crazy.
And then they called you the butcher.
Yeah, they caught me for that. They took me to the clinic. They obviously took him to the clinic, and the doctor that treated him just went fool on me, and he's like, he's a fucking animal. You see this man's face? Oh, what the fuck? I hope they prosecute you. He's went crazy on me. I started threatening him. I said, you gonna be next. Like, fuck you. Who you? You know what I'm saying? Sick phase. I gotta.
You call it the sick phase. Oh, wow.
Yo, did anybody ever cut you up or get close to
I got cut. It's crazy you mention that. Right? I got cut. I got scratched right here. 9 months before I came home last year. And that was crazy. Well, homies, homies always doing shit to homies and all that. And the homie sent the homie at me and cut me in Auburn. Correctional flip. Like, I'm chilling out. I'm 20 years in my bed. I'm trying to chill out. I'm like, I'm getting older here. I'm getting the fuck out of here. Time to go home. I'm tired of this jail shit. Right. Counts and yards and fucking payphones and all that bullshit. So I'm like, yo, I'm trying to get out of here. And that's the time when they figured my guard was lower and they could try me. And he cut me from behind. He scratched me from behind. He didn't know I had a fucking rug cut, not a fucking ceramic scalpel on me. And I wound up tearing up 3 homies behind. I ain't feel good about that because throughout my history being blood, a lot of them wound up going against each other at some point in time. Bad Vibez, I went at it with 2 bloods my whole time being blood. I don't do that brother versus brother shit. I'm not with none of that. Right. So for me to took them there, no, you drew blood. Nigga, I blooded into this. Nigga, you shedded mine. And I felt bad, like, cause I knew these motherfuckers wasn't gun ready. They wasn't war ready for me. You know what I'm saying? And it was just ugly. And then I ain't like it cause the CO was talking about it. These fucking bad bloods, they running shit, cutting people out. Look, they cut the wrong one. They cut this guy, Ruffin. Ruffin been in the system that guy is no joke. And I mean, I've been in the state, I'm putting pain all across that state. For you to do that and think it's not gonna happen.
Why did he send him to you though? You have to know.
It was a whole bunch of politics. It'd be this hood against this hood, or one dude from this hood might have beef with another dude from another jail, and then they both landed with us, and they start pissing each other ear, get people picking sides, and next you know it's a whole big thing. Cause once niggas start cutting and stabbing and fighting, it's not gonna stop.
But you said that you were minding your business, you were chilling.
Yeah, but it came my way. That's what I'm trying to tell you. This is a time when it was like, it was crazy. It was crazy. It was like everybody's going against each other, and if you wasn't going against each other, whatever hood you was, you stayed to that. That's it. Ain't no mingling outside with nobody else and none of that. But yeah.
So. All right, so they cut you, and you cut 3 homies, not at the same time.
Yes, I did.
Wow. You cut 3 homies at the same time?
At the same time, right? Yeah, right there.
How I can't see that happening. Somebody sat there and let you cut them?
No, he ain't let me cut. I mean, he's knuckle up and try to fight and all that. That don't mean I ain't gonna get that razor on your face. That don't mean that.
3 homies on their face at the same time.
Yeah, at the same time. In the back of the Old Burn mess hall, it's reported and all that. Yeah.
You're the butcher. The name is your name.
Yeah, I mean, he want to fight. Like they cut me. I'm bleeding and all that. I'm just out of it right now. I just blanked out on him and took him to school. That's basically what I did. Like, you want to fight, you want to see, you want to wave, and I'm like this. I jerk, you jerk, and I squeeze you out of your face. Like come on, this all I had to do was touch you with this, and it's over. Then you draw back, and you want to hunch your shoulders up and try to come like you gonna knock me out, and all this crazy shit. Well, I got cut again. Like you go somewhere. Like,
So they trying to jump you?
no, they was like, spread out, and all that. That's why they would get him. Then I popped the other ball head homie, and then the other one he run. I like scratched him a little bit, but I felt good about that. Cause you ain't gonna do nothing to me like that and think that I'm not gonna do nothing. I mean, especially at that point, all I went through, all I done did in the state, for you to put a razor on my face and you think that I'm just gonna like somebody else and just walk away and wear a scar when I could get busy and feel some type of mental comfort behind that. And I knew what I was gonna do. I knew I was gonna tag a couple of them and they was gonna be tight about it.
At that time, did you still get a joy from violence?
Nah.
So but let me ask you.
At that time I was really chilling out, Flip. Like I was not running around the state, toting no scalpels, no razors till I sensed attention prior to this incident. I wasn't doing none of that. I was actually chilling out, I was programming, getting little trades, staying out of trouble. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that, staying out of the boxes, and enjoying being in population after being in the box for so long. Cause like a third of my bid was in SHU. I did a lot of time in the box too.
What caused you to do time in the box a lot of times?
I was just acting up. I was not trying to hear none of their rules. I came up with 12 and a half to 25 years. I was 21 years old. I'm looking at that. I'm thinking my life is over. Like, I'm looking at that. I'm like, what? Nah, I'm like, if I'm going to die, I'm going to die on my feet in here. Like, I'm not going to be a nobody or just a dead number or something in the Department of Corrections.
Let me ask you a question. You said earlier, a couple of minutes ago, that a lot of things happen to you. Can you walk us to some of the most painful things that happened to you? Because there's no articles on it. I mean, and when we asked about you, I asked about you. They said, yeah, you the real deal. But you said a lot of things happened as far as the system. Or like what happened? What can you tell us that happened to you? Go down the line, because this is a platform that, because you said I'm not looking for any
sympathy.
Cause.
It ain't no sympathy cause. I put myself there, but at the same time, I understand the way society is set up. They got a structure in this little paramilitary system, what they identify as prison. Everything in prison. Nobody in society in this day and time will believe that everything is so healthy and upright in prison. It's not. It's disgusting in here. I endured a lot. I done been starved. I done been tortured. I done been whatever you want to call it, Flip. If I was a weaker motherfucker with a jello spine cord, I'd probably sit in the art building in Kings County after the state released me there, type of shit. But yeah, I done been through some shit with them white folks up in the mountains with them uniforms on.
What did they? Can you give us some? When you said starve, why did they starve you?
Well, they don't put. I was put in a cell with nothing in it, because it's a cell. They got a toilet, it's connected to a sink, and really nothing else but a bunk. And they might have a shelf for you to put books on. Nothing else is there, and they control all the plumbing from the back. So it don't. It might not be a direct confrontation with you and the officer. It just it might be something so simple as they don't like your aura. So they don't like your aura. You're not scared. You're not, the eye contact. You ain't looking to the floor and all that. That bothers them. So they'll take you through it. They'll turn your water off, turn the electricity off, and leave you in a cell with nothing, with no communication to the outside world. Only way people get contact with you, Flip, if they send you a kite, send you a letter, and if they want to give it to you, you'll get it. And you in a box, so you ain't getting no phone calls. That's a restriction. That's that. Or somebody come see you. It's the only way. If nobody's coming to see you, you can't get that mail. Get that to the office. Listen, put that in the mailbox. Make sure you put that in the mailbox. Make sure stamps. You're cut off. You'll never know what they're doing to you, when, how, or if what. It's whatever they choose to do. And they taught me a lot. One of the strongest lessons they taught me, and it's applicable to everything in life. The white folks taught me up there. They said you do the right things in the wrong way. They said with us, cause I put them out there one time. I see y'all some dirty. I see, it wasn't like I'm trying to charge them up. I'm like, yo, I done been through it. Y'all know I'm seasoned, but y'all some dirty motherfuckers. Like, I said, ain't my fault. Say you do the right things in the wrong way. We do the wrong things in the right way. It took me a while to process that. I said, yeah. Then I started identifying it. That's when I started being able to find my way right up out that motherfucking prison cell and that system.
They starved you said?
Yeah. Starve me, freeze me out. Like they'll take me on a court trip and I might be coming from upstate box all the way down here to Brooklyn, the city, and they'll wait till I get like up by Plattsburgh or way up in the mountains and all that, and they'll open all the fucking windows in the caravan. Open all the windows and start throwing water.
Why?
They wicked, Flip. It don't have to be. With me, it's my record, my disdain record, my name, every prison I've been to, every max prison I've been to, I've been a problem. The Department of Corrections knew who I was. I was not no silent presence in there. So it's like, if I do go to another facility, all the assholes, or what they call the renegade officers, it's going to be on my body to see how they could get under my skin, if they could get me to react, or to try to just line me up where they could keep me in prison for the rest of my life. Because it could take one incident and you're done. Especially with the time that I had. For me to get another 10 or even 7 or even 5 on top of that, I'm done.
Wow.
They threw water on you.
Starved me, man, beat me. I'm talking about. Now I'm talking about no regular, just come, okay, listen, we gonna do it, because you're not gonna put me down. Like, I'm talking about sneaking yourself, put the little thing, don't open it manually, put the little key where it'll be more of a silent, open the gate, and you just open it. They sneak in there and beat the shit out you, or if you on point or not. But it's been crazy.
There's nothing you can do about it.
Nah, I mean, you can write a grievance. They got little processes that they do that you can write agreements, so you can write outside of it. So I used to do that a lot. And I used to have my family, like when I had them call a lot, to make sure, listen, call, I don't know if the letter I got and all that. They know when I write. I'm a writer too. Okay. They know when I write, I'm gone. Like, and I know that law, a little bit of that law and all that too. So I start quoting statutes and all that. They start, okay, yeah. I ain't been in here just sitting there doing your time. I've been reading these old dusty books with this law in y'all law libraries too. So
I have a question. Did you hear about a story in prison, in jail, where a man cut his girl on the visiting floor with her earring, and after he cut her, I heard it because she was messing with a CEO. I heard it's been hard for him. I think he's home, they said, but the Latin Kings talked about him, but my man reached out to me and said he was home. But it was a guy that they said that he cut his girl with her earring.
An earring?
Yeah, like took it off her ear because she was messing with a CEO and he cut her.
Nah, I know no shit like that. With an earring, nobody be playing games like that. With an earring, where you use an earring from, you could easily get a razor from anywhere in prison. The fuck you?
So
what that's
the
gonna
story
do?
probably was
Yeah, ain't no. Yeah, I never heard no shit like that. Earring? Fuck you gonna do with that shit? That's like a dude with a little bubble razor, like little shaving razor, motherfuckers run around prison trying to cut a person with that. It's gonna break the skin, but 2-3 days, that shit gonna be gone, and more than like somebody gonna break your neck, even just putting that on them like that.
Playing with them.
Yeah, you don't do that.
So upstate, so you've been starved and beaten, and you worked your way out of it. You feel like the system isn't any good?
Nah.
Because you said you've been through a lot. Well, these are the worst things that you've been through that you was able
I
to
done
get
been beat in Attica. I done been beat. And it's crazy. My wife would tell you I got the cassettes. Because every time I got beat bad like that, like really fucked up, I sued them and I got money out of the state. And when I sue them, when I go through the discovery phase, I get all the documents that say if I file for a lawsuit pro se myself, they're going to restrict through confidentially on reasons how much they're going to give me. Well, if the lawyer do it, I get to get all the videotapes, the footages and documents and all that. So I got that, and I wound up keeping that in my personal property till when I came home. And they sitting right on the table right now. I just never watched them. And my wife done watched them. I said, the shit that you gonna see that these faggots did to me?
Can't say that word.
I mean, excuse me. Excuse me. I asked you that.
Yeah, it's okay.
The shit that these dudes did to me is going to bother you. I don't care who, you might not even know me. If you see that, you're gonna feel something about that. Unless you totally numb.
How was it on tape? I'm confused of how was it on tape.
Well, I'm chained down. First of all, I'm chained down like a backwards, like hog chained down, chain between my legs, at the shackles, and you see officers just coming out of all down the tier with sticks, and they start hitting me with the sticks. Then they take the stick, and you know you got the chain. It's a little chain. They take the stick and stick it up between my arms and then bend it, like trying to like break both of my wrists simultaneously. And they actually, I'm a big dude, so they actually got these big COs picking me up with the stick off the chain and carry. You know how painful that is, man. I don't care how you gonna something, you gonna let something out, but that is very painful. Then they drop me like that. Then they run my face into the wall and the scars. I'm like, it was crazy. Very crazy.
Nobody deserves that, but
they do it and get away with it. All they gotta do is lie. On paper, all they gotta do is lie. Cause what they say is the truth. What I say have to be proven to be the truth. So until that time come, whereas I'm proving to be telling the truth, what they say is what it is. All they gotta say, I tried to hit him, or something of that nature.
So these tapes that you got at home, they're tapes of what the people did to you.
Inside the prison, incidents that happened inside the prison.
How many tapes are there?
There's 3 tapes. They VHS tapes. They all that old.
I understand. So one was the hog tie. What was the other 2?
Upstate box. Same thing. Altercation. When I come out, they close in on me, push me all on the wall, start fucking with me and all that shit. But this on all the tapes. And 2 of them is 2 lawsuits I won. The other one I lost it. 'Cause I think I ran out of time. Like far as the statute of limitations, I think it ran out of time and I didn't get them on time. And it's crazy because you got a lot of deaths that happen upstate, and this is what I wanted to. It's really want to come here and put out there, and I wanted to get it off my chest and out of my chest. It's fucked up that it's a lot of people that died in custody in all them facilities upstate, and their families is out here with a lie or false. What happened with these guys' deaths? No, the story. You could YouTube and see the stories about upstate, the deaths, this, that. There's a lot of them that I tell you, my wife would tell you, I said, babe, I know about that. And I know more. I've been in the system for 23 years. What haven't I seen ugly on that other side of that wall? Man?
Did you try to inform the family?
I don't know the family. I just know this happened to this person. This tier by going round this date, this is what happened. Deaths in there is something high. Whether it's death by one of us, whether it's death by an officer, whether it's just death period. Because some dudes go in there and go to sleep, nothing wrong with them, and they don't wake up. Or they might been in there so long with their health start deteriorating. You already gonna get bullshit medical attention anyway. So eventually, if your body don't hold up, you're gone. So deaths are high in there, and I remember all of them. A lot of them are lies.
Would you ever talk about which ones are lies, or you feel like that'd be like snitching or something?
I don't want no family living no lie. And if that's like me, even if it wasn't a platform for that, and if I just even knew the families, like I want them to have a decent closure.
Right.
I don't want you. I don't care if it was 98, 2008, 2005, 2000, whenever. I don't care how long ago. You deserve
The truth.
decent closure, and I don't like the fact the same way like the system don't like when they say we lie and we get them and manipulate, and I don't like the fact that y'all doing this under that banner of the Department of Corrections and you actually getting away with it. And it's wrong. What you gonna kill a person in there for like that for? Like, come on, man. And I actually, doing a T, I seen one of them.
So can you? I mean, what's? I mean, what do you want to talk about it? Like what? Like that's the question.
All right, spring of 1998, Attica box. Me, I'm upstairs on the 3rd floor. I believe SI and them was downstairs was downstairs. They had a guy that came from reception, renegade militant. He ain't with none of that. He come through reception. A female officer played him or tried to play him. He knocked out in downstate reception. Knocked her out. Boom. Being that you just coming to the state like that, and they hold on, you come in state and you knocking COs out. They sent him to it was the worst jail at the time in the state of New York. One of the worst. Excuse me. They sent him to Attica. Top floor. That's all the badasses. Nobody want to follow rules. Sent them up there. Come up there. They start fucking with him. I was up there for like 7 months. They kept fucking with him. He wouldn't break. Same thing. Starving him. Don't want to give him his mail. You know, bitch in the box. You got to depend on them to give you the linen for the little beds and all that. They don't want to give you the linen, so you got to sleep on just the mattress. Then you might be in front of a window. They just open the window. Knowing it's cold, you up there by Buffalo, we in the mountain, they open the window and leave the shit open. You know what I'm saying? They call it bleeding you out, freezing you out. Just try to make you crack mentally. So they took him through all of that. I watched it. Then one night, it was shower night. So, you know, it's like every odd cell comes out for a shower, coming down the tier. When he comes out for the shower, we telling him too, because mind you, we done been around like, yo, be on point, man. We tell him, matter of fact, don't even come out your cell. The way they fucking with you and all that, this thing is cell, bird bag, wash, you know what I'm saying? No. He comes out of the cell, goes to the shower. Next thing you know, we hear the alarms inside the facility. What's going on? They bring the dude back to make it seem like it look good for the record, and the cameras is there. They bring the dude back down the tail. He's just resisting. Stop resisting. Take him back in the cell. Man is dead. I watched him flip. When he's passing by my cell, I see this dude face is purple. When I see a body and there's nothing else left inside the body. The kid there was purple. They dragging the body. I'm like, yo, this is crazy, man. And it took him right here. Stop resisting. This to make it look good. The cameras is there. Stop resisting. Oh, take him back in the cell. Oh, he don't want to shower. Just write down refusal. They fronting for the cameras. It sounds good though, right? Oh, he don't want to get off the floor, but the dude is lifeless. You know, choked him out real quick and brought him back to the cell. The next thing you know, 20 minutes later, here come the nurses come, all of the top nurses that sit around and do paper. They want to come up there with their little things. What happened? And take him out of the cell, take him to the clinic. That kid was gone though.
They choked him to death.
Choked him to death.
What was his name?
Lion. That's his name was Lion, but he's a cousin. See, that's how I know that he's a cousin of a comrade of mine.
And the family don't know how he died.
No. They probably believe in the typical lie that the Department of Corrections say. They say a person hung themselves. That's a lie, Flip.
So he got choked to death.
Yeah, because it looks good, but see, if you don't got the bread to get the proper medical examination,
Right.
Of course, a choke, if a person hung themselves or a person getting behind you and putting the baton, locking the baton around your neck and feeding you out till you gone, right? It will look the same, except for it will have distinctive patterns, okay, if it was a stick or if it was like a rope or something. But people ain't doing that. They gonna go off of what the chaplains and whoever calls the families of these deceased. Oh, your son hung himself. I'm sorry. This is that third wound. You can clean the body. If not clean the body wound, this I'm sorry. I seen condolences. Or the preacher, the chaplain is gonna call you if you need us to assist you. It's typical bullshit, man.
Give us another one. There's another one that you're aware of that.
This another one too. They had an older guy that had some time in the system. He in Clinton Box, first cell. That's he died in that first cell. I walked by that shit a lot of times, and I always remember that shit. He's in his cell. Older guy had mental problems, a little loud and boisterous and all that. Officers wind up going inside his cell because in Clinton Box it's crazy. There's no box designed like that because you could come from the back of your cell. It's a back, then it's like a little cubby hole. It's one door, a little cubby hole, then it's another door. You can come to yourself from the back or they can come from the front. Nighttime, that should be dark. It looks stupid and crazy and all that, but they wind up creeping through the back through there. Why? Knowing this man got mental problems, they go inside his cell and start stuffing his nose with tissue and all that type of shit. After, they take these psych meds, and these psych meds is nothing but sedation pills. So once they take the psych meds, they go sleep for 2-3 days. So if you packing a person, you ain't know what it is. You doing that, and man is knocked out, he took his medication, what do you think gonna happen? By the time breakfast time, when they bring the trays around, they ain't gonna be dead. And that happened. It's nasty up there.
Do you know his name?
Nah. Because, I don't know these people. I just know this type of shit that was happening around me.
Okay.
That the state just...
That's two you gave us. There got to be another one. I want to hear it.
Well... So I know a lot of assaults, too.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of unprovoked assaults.
Do you feel like, you say you sued the system twice and you won? That's because you had proof, you had a lawyer?
Yeah, I had a lawyer. I wound up shopping. I go into the lawyer's diary. Cause I told you, I'm kind of savvy. I know my way around them law books. I'm not no lawyer. I'm not no paralegal, but I could show you. I know I go through them keys in the law book.
Oh, okay.
So I go into the lawyer's diary, and what I start doing, I start shopping for lawyers. I start picking certain ones, pick right, send out letters because they free. And I send them out. This is the case. Send them a couple documentation. They'll write back if they're interested. I happen to get lucky. I wind up having to get somebody that was going to take my case. And I beat him twice. Twice I got the state. No, once I got Rikers Island for that shit there in that article when they had beat me down there, and once upstate, and I lost the other third one.
They beat you in Ireland.
Yeah, they beat the shit out of me in Ireland.
Now, are they able to block the mail from the lawyers like that? If you write them and arraign you, are they able to stop those from coming in or no?
They can. If they don't send it like direct certified mail where you gotta bring the card to me, then I gotta sign it, then you give me my shit. Yeah, they can. But still, just cause certified mail receipt don't mean nothing.
Right.
They can still, it's games of everything.
So,
how do you think the system could change? Like, how do you think that? What do you think needs to happen? I mean, because a lot of these guys as well are, tough guys. You know what I mean? That a lot of youths that go through a lot that don't really follow rules. But what do you think is the medium?
I think it's more of what I understand why it's a lot of clashes with us in the system. It's that you got people in there that try to do too much. Mm-hmm. You try to do too much. Number one is we show them, y'all don't run these jails. We in there. Mm-hmm. We run these jails. We only gonna allow the control of the situation as we want it. If not, all we can do is be disruptive every day, all day, do what we want to do. And what you gonna do? Lock us in the cell for 23 hours a day? We done been there and done all that. What you gonna do? Tack more years? Okay, you got 6 months in the bag. Or you got 6 months in the box. Or you got 6 years in the box. Or you got 22 years in the box. What the fuck it means? I knew once I got 9 years in the box, I'm not gonna get out of here. Who gonna do that? So it's like you just take on that attitude, and with me, I just didn't give a fuck. I ain't gonna hold you. I didn't really give a fuck about too much or nothing. And that's my action show.
What was the most painful thing you've been through before we move on from this subject?
Just losing everything. Like my family and all that. When I left to go, when I first got arrested, everybody was here. When I came home last year, everybody gone. Like, that bid took a lot out of me too. Like, it took a lot out of me for energy, not just my time. 'Cause I went in young. It took a lot out of me too, like physically and all that. Took a lot. I'm still strong and healthy. There's nothing wrong with me, but it took a lot. Like, to be able to relax without having to, it's still adapting to that. You know?
Well, speaking
just
about
to get up and go, like I just get up and just. That's the most greatest freedom for me. I just get up and just go sit downstairs. I might go downstairs or just walk to the store and just come right back. There's something simple like that that just means a lot to me, man. And people don't understand it because I was in an area where I couldn't even go nowhere. I couldn't go from here to there for a long time, very long time. Just stuck.
That's crazy. Yeah. So speaking about family, you said that's something that you definitely had to deal with. Being away from your family.
Yeah, I'm still dealing with it.
But when did you meet your wife?
I met my wife when I came home. Like, I came home, I seen her on the book and all that shit. I got the contact, and I was over there ASAP. What? Yeah, because I ain't seen her in a while. So when I seen her, I was like, oh shit. So I went over there and shit.
So when you met her, she knew your history, obviously.
That's
he said that he knew his wife for about 20 years.
Over 20 years.
Yeah.
Over 20 years because the incident happened with the Jamaican. Because she
was in it.
Yeah.
That was 95. That was June 20th, 1995.
Yeah.
92, 93. 92. Oh, I've known for over 20 years.
So how did she, commit to you in a relationship? How'd you get her to knowing your past and your history and all that? Like what made her wanna?
She's a good woman, and we like before anything turned like intimate and all that, we was cool. Like, it was nothing, no crazy stuff, but we was like real cool before it started turning to like the attraction and all that. But we was like cool. Her sisters, her mother, we just cool. We rock like that. So.
Was it a case where you liked her or loved her for a long time?
Yeah, I used to think, I told her too. I was in my cell. I used to be in my cell thinking some crazy shit about you and thinking about you, period. And it's crazy because I used to be sending. When I was in the box, I used to send out, all I had was pen and paper. Y'all hitting keypads and all types of shit. I had pen and paper. That's all I had to work with. I'm writing, and always at the end of the letter, I was telling her, too, I used to get tight. So I see the people that I was sending messages to, like, yo, why you ain't tell her 7 years ago I was trying to contact her and all this, and y'all never said nothing? I was telling people to try to get your number or something and all that. Nobody wasn't saying shit. Like, you moved from Crown Heights to Bed-Stuy, and now you fell off the face of the map. Then when I get home, I find out they chilling together. She's seeing them and passing and all that. I'm like, yo, really? Why you ain't tell her what I told you 7 years ago?
Real love.
Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah.
See, you get happy when it comes to that.
Yeah, it's my family, man.
Yeah.
She had to change that real quick.
It's my family, man.
Yeah. I see the happiness. You adjusting to society now. Is it hard?
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. It's comfortable, but it's hard. Because I'm not what I'm doing now, far as legally, like legit, I never did it before in my life. Like, I never punched no clock. I never got up and 4 a.m, get ready to go to work, and I never did that. But I did it because of who I am now. I did it. But it's not hard. I mean, it's very hard. It's not easy. Because I still find myself out of place. Like, I feel like, I know I'm working. And like, I don't like mingle with people I don't know, or I don't have no type of rapport or no type of relation with. I really don't do that.
When you came home, what was the one thing that kind of like you saw that you didn't see before you went in that kind of shocked you, like as far as like new stuff in the neighborhood or new technology or something that you saw that
everything.
was like
everything through me. Everything, like my neighborhood too, like Crown Heights, Franklin Avenue, where I'm from. It's always been like a predominantly West Indian Caribbean community. It's the second largest West Indian community in New York City.
Right.
For me to come home, not only when I come home, because, you know, for years now, people telling me, you know, it's, you know, gentrification, you got white folks and pooper scoopers and I heard it, so I'm like, yeah, man, fuck out of here. I don't care a pooper scooper. What the fuck? I ain't never seen no pooper scooper in the hood like that. But when I came home and I seen it, and not only that, but the statement on top of that, I'm standing in the hood over there talking to a couple of my peoples that run their little ice business and all that, and I had a white person. Mind you, I'm born and raised. I scraped my knee and knocked a tooth out, all that on this block around here. A white person asked me for a light. Like, cordially, hey, excuse me. He see me smoking. You got a light?
Mm-hmm.
I said, yeah, I gave it to you. I said, you keep the lighter, man. Oh, you sure? Yeah, well, you keep the lighter, man. You good? Okay. All right. You know? But that threw me off, too. I'm like, I never seen no white folks running like that. Never.
Never, right? Like you said.
Never. I was born in a hospital right up the block. I had my great grandmother brought me there. My cousins there. I used to live over here. I used to live over there. I used to live on Bergen. I used to live down here. I haven't been in that whole neighborhood my whole life. I've never seen it. Probably a hospital, like back in the days, the hospital workers. They used to work in there. You would see them come out, get lunch, and go right back in. But as far as running around and technology threw me to all that. I had to learn that phone and all that.
Right.
You've been in there for 20 years.
23 years.
23 years. And then you get, like, when we talk about it, your mood changed once again, because it's just the shit you've been through, man. You just trying to, like, are you trying to forget about it? Or you trying? How was
I ain't gonna never forget about that. Never forget about it. Went in jail 21, came out at 44. It's a long time. Now I did 13 years of that in SHU.
Sure.
Again, it's all up to me. Everything I put myself in, every situation in life I put myself into, it's always been me. And it's always been me that could liberate myself or free myself out of a situation and make it better or make it worse.
Right.
I'm not destructive. I'm not gonna destroy myself or nothing I love or nothing around me. I'm not gonna be like Solid and push the towers down, they fall on me. I'm not doing nothing. If I'm gonna push them, they gonna fall on somebody else. They ain't gonna fall on me and mine.
Right.
But it took some adjusting. It ain't easy though.
So knowing what you know and going, going through what you've been through, do you feel like you would change things when you were younger if you can go back in time?
No, because I wouldn't be who I am right now. I wouldn't be able to see what I see right now if I didn't went through what I went through. That's the thing with my aunt. My aunt, when I speak to my aunt a lot, she always reminiscing because she's like the only last, like her and my uncle is the only two like left out of the whole. So she's like, you missed a lot. And in my wisdom, I give it to her. I say, you know what I did? I missed a lot, but maybe it wasn't meant for me to see this part, what I missed.
Wow.
Maybe it wasn't meant for me to see that. Maybe it's meant for me to see at this point forward.
That's real.
But okay, events, situation, activities, trips to, okay. You can set that up. Like, it's not like I'm gone or nothing like that. I'm here now.
Yeah.
And far as family-wise, I'm here now, and I'm pulling these generations. I'm trying to pull my little nieces and nephews to get them right. So, because they missed a major part of my life. So when I left, they was crawling on the floor. I come back, they grown, and tell me, yo, what's up? I'm looking at them, man, you can't be serious. Out of here, man. Come here, though. Like,
yeah.
So.
I have a final question for you before we get up out of here. Is there anything that you want to express to the people, to the world, you want them to know as far as what's going on with you or how you feel, or even about your past?
My past is painful. It's a part of me. It's like I can never separate myself from my past. It's what I've done, and responsibly as a person, I've done it. And I can't separate myself from the past, but I could recreate today and tomorrow and being a better person than I was in my past. I was ugly. Like, very ugly, man. Very.
This is real story, man. You know, just
All
kinda,
I'm worried about now is just me. Like my situation now is that I'm like every other American, every other person here. Like I want more money, and I just want to be free and live my life and raise my son. Man.
Let's
That's
talk about
it.
that because you know I definitely want to close out on that note as well. You know, you came in here today when we first met you. You know, it was all smiles. It was all, you know, it was it was no bad vibes when you walked in here today. You know what I'm saying? It was no bad vibes at all.
Everybody said that.
You know,
like,
especially with the new bundle of joy here. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you. Want to shout out to your
shout
kid
out to
and
my junior.
you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
Junior. You want to let's get him on camera real quick.
Yeah.
Definitely a blessing, man. You want to congratulate you and your wife on your new you know.
Man, stink.
It's your first one, you said, right?
Yeah.
First one. Congratulations. Round of applause for that one time, too. You know what I mean?
I got it.
That's it. How's it feel being a dad for the first time, man?
Ah, man, ain't nothing like it. Man.
Nothing like it?
The late nights, all that, ain't nothing like it. We hang out.
Did you think that you, when you was in there, did you think that you ever have a son,
Yeah.
a child?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I wanted a boy. Like, he gonna always carry my name, so.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
I see it. I see he makes you happy.
Yeah.
His whole
It's my little man.
Yeah.
That's the good vibe right there.
Yeah, man.
Well, we want to appreciate you for pulling up today.
Stop.
Little vibes.
Yeah.
Good vibes.
Good vibe.
That's dope.
Definitely, I want to say that that like the emotion is up and down. But do you think you suffer from PTSD? Do you think you suffer from that?
Yeah, Flip, like, from all that, just that box time alone, like, you know what it is to be in a closet? Like, just there, and they just feeding you through the closet? Just,
Nah.
I know you can't, but it's hard to speak than to endure. And not only that, but to survive it, man. Like, that's why I told you, some of my freest moments, just to go where I want to. I don't care if it's just down a flight of stairs and back up. Sound crazy, but I can go. Like, I'm not restricted or, excuse me, sir, could I go down a tier and get a pack of cigarettes from Flip? No, it ain't none of that. I could just do what I go, And that's rewarding right there. That's life.
Well, we want to thank you for pulling up today.
Yeah, appreciate you.
Shout out my man Bad Vibes. We about to sign out.
Yeah,
Man,
yeah.
Bliss, man, Lil Vibes, and what did your wife call him? Baby Slasher.
Nah.
Baby Slasher, man. Yeah, man.
Wow.
Man. It's crazy because people that are deemed with your record and they think that you guys are
What,
you may
like,
be
we not human?
yeah, not human. Yeah, that's how they
We not
describe you.
human. We
you are.
do bad things. It don't mean we bad people though, man.
Yeah.
Like, nah.
You look happy.
Cause it's not like everybody I come across, they want to do something to me or they want to call a car. Nah, people fuck with me, man. Like,
Okay, G.
Yeah, this another episode, man. Definitely, for me, it took a turn that I didn't know it was gonna go in this direction. You know what I'm saying? What not as a bad thing, but I kind
and
of
I'm relatable.
No. I just I think this show just took a turn as far as more of a serious note. Like we kind of got like sucked into the story, and hearing your story and things that you've been through kind of just set out tone a little bit lower as far as the energy wise, but it's still good show. You know what I'm saying? Good content, good stories. I feel like it was definitely good to hear the stories.
Yeah, y'all energy is definitely good. Like with Flip, and I was like, yo, you know how to be in a closet. I see he's real pensive when he's like, nah.
Yeah.
I mean, cause
Yeah, I know, but you tried to get there, like, but you like, I can't.
I got stuck into the story. You know what I mean?
That's what I mean.
Because
like,
you can't, with all due respect, you can't really hide your pain. Your eyes say it all. You can't. A lot of people have the gift of gab, and a lot of people that we met, but I don't think you can't really hide it, man. Even
I don't want to hide it, though.
Yeah.
I don't want to hide it, man. Life ain't about just all pleasure. Then it won't be life, man. You know, nah.
He want to go to his mom.
Yeah, you want your mom?
Yeah, she over here looking too.
Making sure you get like that. She, but nah, definitely, like I said, definitely a dope show, man. It took a turn in a good direction. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely happy to have you up here and hear the stories and what you've been through. And you know, I wish you and your family all the best. You know.
Yeah, we good.
You know,
we good.
That you know, on that note, man, follow us.
Now,
all about him now, right? That's it.
That's it. It's him.
On that note, man, follow the Instagram page at Flip the Script Pod, at DJGmoney156, at Queens Flip with a Z. You know what I'm saying? We actually switching to Thursdays now to Fishbowl Friday, so we're gonna work on that. You know what I'm saying? Keep you updated on that. You know what I mean? So you can't come take over the karaoke night anymore. Sorry, sir.
Karaoke? Oh, y'all talking. Right.
Got some, yeah.
You know, interesting story. You know, sometimes they hit that the system let a lot of us down.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's touching. You know what I'm saying?
I went to the board 5 times before they let me out. They made me prove myself for 5 times. 2010, 12, 14, 16, 18. And like I said, I was chilling. Like, I ain't gonna lie, like 2012, I get that to him. I was fucking up here and there. But like 2014, 16, good. When I went 2014, they really disappointed me and my family at the time, because they was like, yo, he been there all that time. Like, let him out. What else y'all gonna do? He's not the same person.
Right.
So they act like they was gonna let me out, and they fumbled on me. They denied me, gave me another 2 years of my release. And this time I'm not doing nothing. I'm programming. I had a fight and have a fucking ticket, and I don't know how long. That shit bothered me, man.
No cutting, nobody?
No cutting, nothing. I'm talking about chill out. I'm just chilling out, balling, going to the gym, working out, doing nothing. Just counting the clock down to get up out of there, you know what I'm saying? And they shitted on me twice before they actually just let me go. 5 times, total of 10 extra years, man. Fucking with them people, man.
So you had 12 to 25. So when you get to 12
to 25.
So when you get to 12 and a half, you go see the board, and then
right, then you come up for release. Then you come up again, depending on
up to the 25 years.
Up into the 25. You could be in there up until the 25,
So,
or a conditional release, which will be a third, or so it'll be 16 and a half.
So if you would have
After
went up
the
to the
12.
25, they would have had no choice but to release
Let me
you.
go. But I figure by that time, if I had continued on the path I was on, I'd have had another 25 or another 10, because it wouldn't end like that. You know, they'd have prosecuted me, took me to court, gave me some more time, and it would have been on 25.
Appreciate you. Well, Queens Flip, man, definitely appreciate my man Bad Vibez pulling up.
Wow.
Interesting story, man. It's interesting, man. It's unfortunate that you had to go through all that stuff, but you know, they say your past makes you who you are today. You know, and you're strong, you're happy. You got your son, your wife called him Baby Slasher, and you free.
Yeah, I'm free.
Yeah.
Good vibes, man. Good
Good
vibes. Good vibes, man.
Yo, so it's Queens Flip, man. URLTV.tv. You know, like G Money said, follow the format. Follow us, Flip the Script Pod. Make sure you subscribe and turn your notifications on. Remember, lock your doors, close your window, close your blinds, open your blinds. If you see a nigga like Bad Vibez on your lawn, hide the knives and don't be afraid to use a firearm.
That caught me off guard. That was good.